Hey, thanks for joining me today in a practice. Hope things are going well for you. Today we'll be doing a Vinyasa flow. We're going to start with a breathing exercise and then move into pretty steady, strong flow after that. And what I'd like you to try to practice through this practice is we're going to start with the Vinyasa flow, and I'll show you how we go through it. And then from there, we're going to continue to do the same flow. And I want you to attempt to maintain an inner peace, an inner consciousness, an inner awareness by centering the mind, allowing the flow to just occur naturally without much thought. Rather, just recognize how it feels to be within the self while the flow is being produced. Alright, so that being said, if you want to join me in a seat on the back of the mat, we'll begin with the breath exercise. So straighten through the spine. Begin to breathe deeply, expanding the belly, expanding the chest. Create a longer exhale. Let's use this breath exercise as a way to come back to the center of our being. Focusing our energy inward as we work the externals. So let's inhale deeply and hold for 4 seconds at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold for 6. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Inhale for 8. Hold for 6. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Inhale for 8. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Hold for 2. Inhale for 8. Hold for 4. And then let your breath go. Coming back to a gentle rhythm. Maybe rocking the body side to side. Allowing yourself to remove the rigid awareness. Giving yourself the ability to be a little bit more free. We're going to now move into a Kalabati, skull shining breath technique. When we inhale through the nose, we expand the belly wide, and we exhale through the nose. We press the belly in, releasing all the air. And we do this fairly quickly, allowing ourselves to expand the energy and really create a lot of warmth within the mind and the body. So let's inhale together. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Continue on your own. Continues for a little bit. Really expand that belly out. Then on the inhale, hold at the top. And let it go. Nice and slowly. Hold at the bottom. And allow your breath to come back to normal rhythm. Maybe giving your spine some gentle twists here. Maybe rocking back and forth. Whatever you need to do just to loosen up the upper half of the body. Then we're going to come into a tabletop position. And then whenever we flow through vinyasas, we are on the wrists a lot of the time. So we're going to go through a gentle wrist warm-up. So just rock yourself back and forth over those hands. The entire palm is planted on the mat. We're pressed into the finger pads, the knuckle pads. You can spread the fingertips out wide. Point the fingers to the outsides of the mat and rocks left to right. Just point the fingertips back. Press into the base of that palm. And stretch through those forearms, broadening the shoulders, allowing the shoulder blades to go down the back. Maybe create a little gentle bounce, stretching out those forearms. And sit back, shake out the hands. Plant the back of the palm upon the mat. Fingertips are facing each other. Be gentle here if it hurts the wrists. We're going to bend the elbows, bring our chest towards the palms. Straighten out the arms, press into the tops of the palms. Bend the elbows, keep a steady plant on the back of those palms, and straighten out the elbows. When you reach that full extension of the arms, you can maybe gently rock forward and back depending on how that feels on your wrists. We're creating space and we're creating flexibility, but we do not want to overdo it into injury. Maybe bend the elbows again, straighten them out. You can sit upon the heels, clasp the hands, create a little bit of a figure 8 motion, just rolling through the wrists. Maybe reversing the clasp and the direction of the hands. Shake out the wrists once more. We're going to come into a plank pose. This is the start of our Vinyasa flow. Find strength in the palms, strength up the arms to the shoulders, strengthening the core, adding it to the legs. Finding that strength that we'll need through this practice, through this flow. Hips are going to reach up to the sky, finding ourselves in a downward facing dog. Move as you need to, maybe rocking the hips, bending one of the legs, twisting the shoulders, allowing the spine to flow, maybe rocking forward and back over the wrists. Maybe pressing the heels towards the mat, reaching them up towards the sky, just flexing those calves. Now remember that meditative quality. Find that inner peace, that inner conscious awareness. We're going to flow through this vinyasa. So inhale, the hips reach up to the sky. Exhale, we're walking our feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet. We inhale, come up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, palms down to heart center. Inhale, reaching back up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping back. Lowering down, belly upon the mat. You can come into a cobra pose, pressing into the tops of the feet. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. You may stick with the cobra, or you could find yourself coming back to a full upward facing dog. Whatever works for you. You could switch between the two. We'll begin to start to speed this up. So inhale, hips are back to the sky. Exhale, walk forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower down. You could do the cobra or maybe upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Reach the hips high and back. Exhale, walking the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky all the way. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach the palms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Uttanasana. Flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Step the feet back, Chaturanga. Upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hips reach up. Exhale, we step forward, front of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet, reach the hands up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, palms heart center. Inhale, palms up to the sky. Exhale, we fold forward over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we're stepping back, Vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, hips reach up. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Maybe slight back bend before exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hips are high. Exhale, we step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hips are high. Exhale, we step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we reach to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms down to the mat, we fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, hips are high. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky, maybe slight back bend, before exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. One more time. Inhale, hips are high. Exhale, step forward, front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Let's hold here for 3 breaths. Centering our awareness. Centering our gaze. Now we're going to go through a couple more of those flows, not as long, but we'll add in a crescent pose. So inhale to reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg goes up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, towards the chest. Plant that left foot. Inhale, crescent pose. Hold for a second breath. Exhale, palms come down. Left leg meets the right. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hips are high. Exhale, right foot towards the sky. Inhale, hold. Exhale, right knee towards the chest. Plant the right foot. Inhale, crescent pose. Hold for a second breath. Exhale, hands plant. Frame the right foot goes back. Continuing the exhale as we chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, hips are high. Exhale, left leg to the sky. Inhale, hold. Exhale, left knee towards the chest. Plant the left foot. Coming up, crescent pose. Exhale, hands plant. Frame that left foot goes back. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale here for a moment, and then exhale, right foot goes up to the sky. Inhale, hold. Exhale, right knee towards the chest. Plant the foot. Inhale, crescent pose. Almost done with these, getting close. Exhale, plant, frame that right foot. Continue the exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the hips high. Exhale, walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up towards the sky. Then exhale, palms to heart center. Hold here, 3 breaths. Gaining that awareness. Bringing that consciousness back to mind. Let's reach the hands high to the sky. Bend into a chair pose, keeping the shoulders out of the ears. Gonna get a nice little warm up in the legs before we finish the practice. Palms come to heart center. Reach through the spine nice and long. We're gonna bring that right elbow to that left knee. Knees are not passing those toes. Knees are parallel with each other. Hips are square. And once you find that length of the spine, begin to twist into chair. Coming out of the twist, we reach our hands back up. Chair pose, hold. Feel the burn. Palms to heart center. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Stay centered through that burn in the legs. Maintaining a long spine. The knees are squared off with each other, as well as the hips. Stay centered. Steady breath. Let's reach the hands back up to the sky. Hold for just 2 more breaths. Almost there. And then press into the feet, reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. You just shake out those legs. Maybe reaching the heels off the mat, allowing any tension just to be released. Maybe rocking the hips side to side. Amazing, good work. We're almost done. We're gonna reach up to the sky one last time. Exhale, we're sitting the hips back down upon the mat, allowing ourselves to fall graciously down. Hands come down behind you, point the fingertips to the front of the mat, broaden the shoulders, big heart opener. And exhale, we're going to lower down all the way. Finish off the final twisting pose before we end the practice. Hands could come out to a T, potentially create goalpost arms. We're going to bring the right ankle upon the top of that left knee, and then you can follow me with this twisting pose or do your own variation and bring the legs over to the right side, allowing that left shoulder to remain upon the mat, creating a deep twist. You can continue to gaze up or maybe look over past that left side if that feels better for you. It's a good time to reflect these gentle postures, how we went through a lot in those flows, and how your mind can get so caught up in the moment sometimes and waiting for the end of something hard. But as we become present in these more still postures, is this meditative quality that we look for within the tension as well. Let's bring the legs back up to center, maybe just gently rocking the knees side to side before bringing that left ankle upon that right knee and allowing the legs to fall to your left side. Switching the sides of the twist. Maybe closing your eyes. Allow that right shoulder blade to fall heavy upon the mat. Center off the legs. Maybe you give them a gentle rock side to side. Now let's stretch the legs out, coming into our final posture, our Savasana or corpse pose. Let's take one more big inhale here, consciously. Then on the exhale, let's just still retain the breath, allowing it to be a long, gentle exhale. Could be through the mouth or out the nose. When you reach the end of the exhale, allow yourself just to come back to a steady rhythm of breath. As you find yourself here at the end, a lot of thoughts may come. We're not to not acknowledge the things that come, but we're looking at them, observing them without bias. Considering the things that we do day to day, and how they influence our mind, our actions, and the people around us. Whenever you're ready, maybe gently moving the fingers, deepening the breath, maybe rocking the head side to side for a moment. Bending the knees, bringing the heels towards the butt. You could either turn to one side, or perhaps just rock yourself up to a seated position. Or we'll finish off the practice here. And when you find yourself seated, try closing the eyes and coming back to that meditative quality that we had found within the practice. Finding yourself centered and at peace within. Noticing how many things may change outside of ourselves, even our physical body might feel disrupted. We're in some sort of tense situation. But inside, we have the ability to change what it is that we feel by maintaining a meditative quality of mind. And then from there, being able to make conscious decisions and actions throughout life. bring their hands to heart center, giving gratitude to all the things that you've been given. I wish you peace, love, that you may become kind to those that are around you. Namaste.